Good morning, students. Is it audible? Is it audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I will share my screen. Wait a minute. So are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in the last class, we have discussed about.
Yes, sir, visible.
Yes. Dhruva, is there anything to discuss? Dhruva?
No, sir. Screen is visible, sir.
Okay. So in the last class, we have discussed about the base material or base layer construction. Today we will be moving to bituminous layer construction. How this bituminous layer will be constructed. So among the various types of bituminous materials, the first one is the surface dressing. Okay, the surface dressing is the first type of bituminous mix which will be using for construction. So surface dressing, as we all know that it is a type of bituminous layer. Okay, it is a type of bituminous layer. So as we all know that bituminous layer means the topmost layer of the, is it rigid pavement or flexible pavement? Rigid or flexible? It is flexible pavement. So the topmost layer of the flexible pavement which is used as the bituminous layer, and the first and foremost thing we have to discuss about surface dressing. As the name itself indicates, dressing, where you can see this dressing means where there is a formation of pothole, patch, crack. So where the distresses are there means there we can go for this surface dressing. Okay, surface dressing. And what are the materials which will be used for surface dressing? What are the various materials? We will see one by one. So since it is a bituminous layer, we require bitumen as a binder. Okay, since it is a bituminous layer, we require bitumen as a binder. So bitumen conforming to IS 73. So IS 73, which is a specified code book for bitumen specifications. So for bitumen specifications, we are having IS 73. So the bitumen conforming to, or the bitumen belonging to IS 73 will be considered for the surface dressing. Then a rapid setting cationic bituminous emulsion. As in the third module, I think you have already heard about this emulsion. Okay, so the bitumen droplet will be suspended in the water. Okay, the bitumen droplet which is suspended in the water, that we are going to call it as a emulsion. In this, we are going to use rapid setting cationic emulsion. So rapid setting, as the name itself indicates, when we apply the bitumen on the road surface, it will set rapidly. It will set rapidly. Then we require the aggregates. The stone chips or cover aggregates are pre-coated chips. Pre-coated chips means the aggregate pieces which are already coated with the bitumen. The aggregate chips which are already coated with the bitumen, that we are going to call it as a pre-coated chips. Then stone chips are cover aggregates we are going to call. Then what are the physical requirements? There is specifications of materials we require for surface dressing. So aggregate gradation, the aggregates passing to 26.5 mm and downsized aggregates. So the aggregates which are passing 23 mm IS seal. Okay, 23 mm IS seal, we can use these aggregates as a material for the surface dressing. Then Los Angeles separation value, it should be less than 40. Aggregate impact value less than 30. Combined index, in yesterday's class I told, right, combined index which is common for all the layers, that is a flakiness plus elongation index, which should be less than 35%. This is a common specification of material for all the layers you can write. Then water absorption is less than 1%. Then polished stone value not less than 60%. So I think you have already gone through with this polishing stone value in the module 3. Again, I am not going to in detail about this polished stone value. So it should not be less than 60%. Okay, these are the material specifications for the surface dressing. So gradation 26.5 mm and downside aggregates. Los Angeles abrasion value, that is less than 40%. Then aggregate impact value less than 30%. Combined flakiness and elongation index. Combined flakiness and elongation index, which is not less than 60%. Not less, that is not less than 35%. Water absorption not less than 1%. Then polished stone value. Polished stone value, it should be not less than 60%. We are going to consider. This is all about surface dressing. Okay. Then what are the construction steps we are going to follow for the surface dressing? So we will see one by one. So whenever it is bituminous mixes, whenever in the exam they will, if they ask the construction of bituminous mixes, the first thing you write it as weather and seasonal limitations. So this is the common thing you have to write, weather and seasonal limitations. Okay, this is the first step we are going to take for the construction of bituminous layer. What is this weather and seasonal limitation? As we all know that the bitumen is softer at less higher temperature, it is harder at lower temperature, and it behaves like semi-solid in the room temperature. So the temperature, ambient temperature or the atmosphere temperature should not be greater than 40%. Okay, there is 40 degrees Celsius, not 40%, 40 degrees Celsius. It should not be more than 40 degrees Celsius. Then in the presence of water also, we are not going to lay the bituminous works. Then preparation of existing surface, application of binder, application of stone chips, rolling, second coat of surface dressing, rolling of second coat. These are the step-by-step procedure what we are going to adopt for this surface dressing. Weather and seasonal limitations, preparation, and this is the common you can see in all the layers. That is the second one, that is preparation of existing surface. So whatever the surface which is present, so preparing that surface it should be taken care. Preparation of existing surface, application of binder, application of stone chips, rolling, application of second coat of surface dressing, then rolling of second coat. We will see what are all the steps we are going to follow. Then opening to traffic, then quality control of work we are going to see. Now the first one is weather and seasonal limitations. So weather and seasonal limitations. Weather and seasonal limitation. So laying shall be suspended in presence of standing water. Okay, so the bituminous laying, okay, the bituminous mixes should not lay in the presence of water. Why? Because when the bitumen comes in contact with water means its property will be changed. So that's why laying shall be, that is the bituminous mixes laying shall be suspended in the presence of standing water on the surface. That is laying can be suspended in the presence of water. Then rain, when the raining is there, dust, storm or fog, then also the laying will be suspended. There is a construction process will stop when there is a rain, dust, storm or fog. And laying shall be suspended when base or binder course is damp. There is as we all know that the subgrade, GSB, WMM, then binder course. So when the binder course or base course is damp, damp means presence of water in the existing layer. If there is any presence of water in the existing layer means then also we are going to stop laying the bituminous mixes. Then laying shall be suspended when a temperature of the surface is less than 10 degree and 15 degree for modified binder. So when the temperature falls less than 10 degrees Celsius and 15 degrees Celsius, less than 10 and less than 15 degree, then you are going to stop laying the bituminous mixes. Why? Because I told the bitumen behaves like a solid at lesser temperature, at lower temperature, and it behaves like a liquid at a higher temperature. Then laying shall be suspended when wind speed exceed 40 kmph at 2 meter height. That is when the wind speed is around 40 kmph means then also we are going to stop the laying of bituminous mixes. Then the second thing we know, preparation of existing surface. Is it clear? Weather and seasonal limitations. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So these are the general points you have to remember. That is when you are going to stop laying of the bituminous mixes. That is during rainfall. We have to stop. Wait a minute. Okay. So next is a preparation of existing surface. Preparation of existing surface. The base on which a surface dressing is to be laid shall be prepared. The base on which surface dressing is to be laid shall be prepared cleanly. That is the surface dressing shall be prepared cleanly. Then prime coat. Wherever the prime coat is necessary, you are going to put the prime coat. That is the base, usually the base layer will be the base course or the binder course we are going to consider. So it should be laid and prepared cleanly. Then prime coat wherever needed shall be provided. That is the prime coat wherever needed shall be provided. Then the bituminous surface to be dressed shall be thoroughly cleaned either by mechanical broom or compressed air. So that is you are going to broom the existing surface. That is the you are going to use brooming. That is you are going to broom the existing surface with the help of a mechanical broom or compressed air. Then the prepared surface shall be dust free, clean and dry. That is the prepared surface shall be dust free, clean and dry. That is it should be free from dust, clean and it should be dry. Then comes the application of binder. Application of binder. After preparation of existing surface, the paving grade bitumen is heated to an appropriate temperature and sprayed using a mechanical sprayer. So what you are going to do? You are going to prepare the existing surface, then you are going to apply the binder. Application of binder, there is a paving grade bitumen. Usually the paving grade bitumen, that is a VG30. Okay, viscosity grade 30 is heated to appropriate temperature and you are going to spray using a mechanical sprayer. Okay, mechanical sprayers are there. Using these sprayers you are going to spray it. Then excessive deposits of bituminous material shall be immediately removed. There is a excessive bituminous material shall be immediately removed from the surface. Then application of stone chips. Application of stone chips. That is immediately after application of the binder, clean dry chips shall be spread. So chips, okay, it will be of a smaller dimension. The chips will be obtained. So immediately after the application of binder, clean dry chips are spreaded on the laid bituminous layer. Then uniformly spread on the surface by means of mechanical chip spreader to cover the surface immediately. So whenever you have applied the binder means as soon as you apply the binder, you are going to lay the chips. Okay, you are going to lay the chips and uniformly spread on the surface by means of mechanical chip spreader. So you are going to apply the stone chips using a mechanical chip spreader to cover the surface completely. To cover the surface completely, you are going to apply the stone chips. Then the next thing is rolling. So initially how they will be constructing. So the first layer, it is full of bitumen. Above that bitumen, there will be application of chips, stone chips will be there. Then you are going to roll it. Okay, the bitumen you are going to lay. Above that bitumen, the stone chips are applied. Above the stone chips, you are going to roll the surface. Okay, that is the rolling shall be done. Then as you all know that the rolling carry out by a pneumatic tired roller. Okay, since we are not going to use a vibratory or a smooth wheel roller. Smooth wheel. So we will be using a pneumatic tire roller. Okay, pneumatic tire roller we are going to use. Okay, so pneumatic or vibrator smooth wheel roller we are going to use. Then rolling commences at edges and progress towards center. So rolling commences at the edges and progress towards the center with a due overlapping of 1/3 width of the preceding pass. As we all know that the pass, what do you mean by pass? So the rolling, always remember the rolling commences from the edges. Okay, rolling commences from the edges and progress towards the top. Here also on the other side, it will commence from the edges and progress towards the center. Then 1/3 of the preceding pass is rolled. Then in portions with super elevation and unidirectional camber. So in the curve portion, how they are going to roll or how they are going to compact means after edge has been rolled, the roller shall progress from lower edge to upper edge. From the lower edge to upper edge, it is going to roll. Then rolling shall continue until all aggregate particles are firmly embedded in the binder. So the aggregate should embedded in the, that is, it should be inserted. When you are rolling the aggregates means the aggregate should get inserted in the bituminous layer. Then after rolling, the second coat of surface dressing is applied. That is the second coat. That is, as soon as you roll the surface on which second coat is laid must be clean and free from dust. So the surface on which second coat, where you are going to apply the second coat, it must be clean and free from dust. That is, it should be clean and free from dust. Application of second coat of surface dressing. Then construction operation is same as the first coat. So the existing, we all know that the aggregate will be impregnated in the binder. Now for this again you are going to add a bitumen. Okay, a layer of bitumen you are going to add for the existing layer. Again you are going to add the aggregate. You are going to spread the aggregate and you are going to roll it. Okay, you are going to do the rolling over the second layer. The same thing as explained here, the construction of operation will continue. That is, it will continue. It will repeat. Then rolling of second coat, it is same as the first coat construction. That is, the rolling will commence from the edges and progress towards the center. And in the portion of unidirectional camber or in the super elevation portion, one-sided rolling you are going to provide. Then traffic shall not be permitted to run on the newly surfaced until the following day. So after rolling the second coat, the traffic is not allowed till 24 hours. So after 24 hours only they are going to allow the traffic to ply on the newly constructed surface dressing. So after 24 hours we are going to allow the traffic to move on the newly constructed surface dressing. Then quality control of work we have already known before construction, during construction and after construction. Then what are the quality tests we are going to conduct? There is a quality of binder, aggregate impact value, Los Angeles, combined flakiness and elongation indices, stripping value, gradation of aggregates, then polished stone value. So these are the QC test. Okay, again I am telling, don't get confused with the QC work and QC test. QC work is different, QC test is different. Okay, QC test, what are the tests you are going to conduct during construction, after construction and before construction. Okay, is it clear? Surface dressing, is it clear?
Sir.
Okay, next one is a bituminous macadam. So bituminous macadam, which is used as a binder layer. Okay, make a note, which is used as a binder layer. So BM, wherever you observe the BM means it is a bituminous macadam. Okay, wherever you are going to observe, it is bituminous macadam, and the thickness of the BM layer is 50 to 100 mm, and BM, it is a open graded bituminous mix. Okay, it is not a dense graded, it is open graded bituminous mix. Make a note of this one. Okay, bituminous macadam, it is a open graded mix. Okay, open graded means some portion of the aggregate sizes will be missing in the gradation chart. Okay, so this is the thing you are going to remember. Okay, is it clear? Bituminous macadam, is it understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is, it is a open graded bituminous mix. What are all the things, what are the various materials which will be used to prepare this bituminous macadam? Means the first one is binder. Okay, bitumen. So the bitumen conforming to IS 73. So remember, whenever in the exam if they ask, you write it, the binder, that is the bitumen conforming to IS 73. Then coarse aggregate, crushed rock, crushed gravel or hard material retained on 2.36 mm ISC. So crushed rock, crushed gravel or hard materials retained on 2.36 mmC. So remember, the aggregates which are retained on the 2.36 mmC, that we are going to call it as coarse aggregates. So the coarse aggregates which are retained on 2.36 mm ISC, that we are going to call it as coarse aggregates. So the material which are retained on this sieve will be used as the coarse aggregates in the bituminous macadam layer. Then the fine aggregates, crushed or naturally occurring mineral material. So crushed or naturally occurring mineral material, that is passing 2.36 mm and retained on 75. So coarse aggregate is passing 2.36, fine aggregates passing 2.36 mm, retained on 75 micron, retained on 75 micron IS sieve, that we are going to call it as a mineral filler. Okay, so fine aggregates, the aggregates which are passing 2.36 and retained on 75 micron, that we are going to call it as fine aggregates. So remember, coarse aggregates retained on 2.36 mm, the aggregates retained on 2.36 mm, that we are going to call it as coarse aggregates, especially in our highways. Okay, not in general, in our highways, the aggregates retained on 2.36, we are going to call it as coarse aggregates. Aggregates passing 2.36 and retained on 75 micron, that is fine aggregates. Then what are the material specifications which will be using for this bituminous macadam? First one is gradation of coarse aggregates. That is grading 1 and grading 2 are there. There is the aggregates passing 45 mm. The aggregates passing 45 mm, which will be used as coarse aggregates, grading 1, and 26.5 mm. The aggregates passing 26.5 mm, that will be used as coarse aggregates. There is a grading 1 and grading 2. So grading 1 which deals with 45 mm and downsized aggregates, grading 2 which deals with 26.5 mm downsized aggregates. Then Los Angeles abrasion value it is 40, impact value it is less than 30%, combined index I told right, again I am telling these three are common for 2 to 3 layers. You can easily write that is Los Angeles abrasion value less than 40%, aggregate impact value less than 30%, and combined index is less than 35%. Okay, these are the three common things we can easily write. Then durability, that is soundness test we can easily conduct, that is a sulfate, using sulfate as chemical it is 12%, that is loss of material is 12%, up to 12% it is accepted. Then when you are using magnesium sulfate it is less than 18%. Then water absorption is less than 2%. Then bitumen content 3.3 to 3.4%. Okay, so these are the some specifications of the materials. Okay, so gradation of coarse aggregate, grading 1 and grading 2 is there. Los Angeles abrasion value less than 40%, aggregate impact value less than 30%, combined index less than 35%, durability that is soundness, when it is sodium sulfate it is less than 12%, when it is magnesium sulfate it is less than 18%. Then water absorption it should be less than 2%, and bitumen content it is 3.3 to 3.4%. So these are the some specifications of the materials we are going to look into that. Okay, is it clear? Specifications of material, any doubts in this? Any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay. Then is a construction procedure. I told right, whenever you see the or whenever you are constructing the bituminous layer means the first and foremost thing you have to write it is weather and seasonal limitations. There is weather and seasonal limitations which will be creating problem in the construction of bituminous layer. When it is a GSB and WBM or WMM layer, the weather and seasonal limitations will not be of any part. Then preparation of existing surface, as we all know that the second step it is common. There is you are going to prepare the existing surface. That is, if there is any loose in the material or if there is any loss of material is there, means you are going to rectify it and you are going to prepare it properly. Then you are going to apply the tack coat. Then premix preparation and transportation, that is a hard bituminous mix plant we are going to use. Then spreading, rolling, production of layer, quality control of work. So there are 8 steps are there in this bituminous macadam construction. There are 8 steps are there in the bituminous macadam construction. So the first one is weather and seasonal limitations. We have already seen, that is laying shall be suspended in the presence of standing water on the surface. When the laying shall be suspended during rain, dust, storm or fog. Laying shall be suspended when base or binder course is damp in nature. That is, when there is any water content in the binding course or base course, means then you are going to stop the laying of bituminous layer. Then temperature, surface temperature is less than 10 degree and for conventional binder, and 15 degree. If the temperature is less than 10 degree, you are not going to supposed to lay the material. If the temperature is less than 15 degrees Celsius also, you are not supposed to lay the material. Then wind speed, that is 40 kmph at a 2 meter height. At 2 meter height, you are going to consider 40 kmph. Then comes the preparation of existing surface. Okay, that is the base. We all know that it is a binder course. So base layer, whether it may be a WBM or WMM will be there. WMM. So you are going to prepare the receiving layer. That is the existing layer. That is either WBM or WBM you are going to prepare, shape and compacted to the required profile. If there is any change in the profile, or if there is any longitudinal depression or transverse slope is not maintained, means you are going to correct that slope. then a prime coat shall be applied. Okay, prime coat you are going to apply. Why? Because the main function, I'm going to teach what is this prime coat and tack coat in the later classes. For time being, you simply remember that prime coat means it is used to bond non-bituminous layer with bituminous layer. Non-bituminous layer with bituminous layer. So prime coat means it is the bituminous, it is a liquid bitumen which is used to bond non-bituminous layer with bituminous layer. Then tack coat. What do you mean by this tack coat? Means used to, it is also liquid bitumen used to bond two bituminous layers. Two bituminous layers, that we are going to call it as tack coat. So prime coat which is used to bond non-bituminous layer, tack coat which is used to bond two bituminous layer. So since we are laying the bituminous macadam which is a bituminous layer, and the existing layer is non-bituminous layer, that's why we will be applying the prime coat on the existing non-bituminous layer. Then after the applying the prime coat, we are going to apply the tack coat. Why? Because we are going to apply the tack coat. So before application of BM, tack coat is applied on the existing layer. So after the application of the prime coat, you are going to apply tack coat. Then what do you mean by tack coat? Paving grade bitumen is used for tack coat. So paving grade bitumen, that is VG30, is used for tack coat, shall be heated in bitumen boilers to achieve required viscosity. So the bitumen should be sprayed. Okay, it should be of sufficient viscosity. So it will be heated in the bitumen boilers to achieve required viscosity. As the tack coat is applied, the BM layer construction starts. Okay, whenever you apply the tack coat, that is whenever you apply the tack coat on the base layer, that is WBM or WMM layer, the construction starts. Okay, the construction starts. Then the premix preparation and transportation, the BM mix shall be prepared in a hot mix of plant of adequate capacity. So hot mix, that is since the bitumen. Have you observed that whatever the bituminous mixes they are laying, it will be in hot condition only. Have you observed? Have you observed that? Kindly respond. Have you observed? Hot mix. Have you observed, Dhruva? Prakash Yadav, am I audible or not? Is it audible? So the hot mix, what we are going to call it as a hot bituminous mixes. Okay, hot bituminous mix plant we are going to have. Similar to your RMC plant, the hot bituminous mix plant will be there. So by taking the hot bituminous mix plant, in the hot bituminous mix plant, the aggregates, that is coarse aggregate, fine aggregates and bitumen will be mixed, and it will be producing a uniform quality of the material, uniform quality of the aggregates which will be prepared. Then the bituminous mix shall be transported in a clean and insulated covered vehicle. So the inside wall of the bituminous, the truck is applied with the oil. Okay, so it should be insulated so that the heat transfer should not be takes place, and it should be taken in the covered vehicle. It should be taken in the covered vehicle, and the transportation, that is it should be taken in the covered truck. Then spreading, how we are going to spread? So as soon as the mix arrives at the site, okay, whenever the hot bituminous mix arrives at the site means it should be continuously supplied to the paver and laid without delay. So it should be sent to the paver as soon as it reach, and it shall be supplied to the paver and laid without any delay. Laid without any delay, you are going to lay it and you are going to compact it. Then the rate of delivery of the mix to the paver shall be regulated to enable the paver operated continuously. So you should send the mix to the paver in such a way that the paver should continuously in operating condition. There is no ideal condition for the paver, so the paver should be continuously operated. Then the thickness of the mix laid in each paver pass shall be accordance with the specification. So the thickness of the mix laid in each paver pass shall be according. So the thickness you are going to adjust in the paver. Okay, the thickness you are going to adjust in the paver, and in accordance with that we are going to lay it. Then rolling, compaction shall commence as soon as possible after laying. So whenever you lay the bituminous mixers, for example, this is the bituminous layer, as soon as you lay the bituminous mixers means the rolling will start. Why? Because we should not leave the bitumen as it is. Since when the temperature falls below the compaction temperature means the bitumen becomes harder. So it is very difficult to compact in that time. So that's why we will be compacting the layer as soon as it is laid. Then as we all know that rolling shall commence at the edges, progress towards the center with the due overlap of the 1/3 of preceding pass. I am telling the compaction progress from the edges to the center, here also edges to the center with the due overlap of 1/3 of the preceding pass. Then in portions with super elevation, in the curves the road will look like this. Okay, in the curve the road looks like this. So in this what will happen means from here to upper edge the rolling shall commence. That is from the inner edge to the upper edge you are going to compact the bituminous mixers. Then compacting shall be subsequently completed before the temperature falls below the rolling temperature. I told right the mix becomes harder. So to avoid that what we are going to do? So before the temperature falls below the rolling temperature, we are going to compact it at the earliest. Then we are going to use three capacities of roller. Initial rolling is done by 80 to 100 kilonewton smooth wheel roller, that is 8 to 10 ton. Okay, usually 8 to 10 ton smooth wheel roller we are going to use. Then intermediate rolling is done for 8 to 100 kilonewton, that is 8 to 10 ton vibratory roller. 8 to 10 ton smooth wheel roller, 8 to 10 ton vibratory roller we are going to use. Then finishing rolling is done by 6 to 8 ton of the smooth wheel roller. So remember, initial rolling is done using 8 to 10 ton smooth wheel roller, intermediate rolling 8 to 10 ton vibratory roller, final rolling or finishing rolling 6 to 8 ton smooth wheel roller we are going to use. Then rolling shall be continued until there is no further movement of the mix under the roller. Okay, while rolling, if there is any movement of the mix, okay, below the surface, that is below the roller wheel, if there is any movement of the mix like this means until the movement is restricted, you are going to roll it. So remember, the rolling shall be commenced as soon as you lay the mix, and the rolling will progress from edges to the center. If it is unidirectional camber, that is in the super elevation part, the rolling will commence from the lower edge to the upper edge, and rolling will be done by using 8 to 10 ton smooth wheel roller, 8 to 10 vibratory roller, then 6 to 8 ton smooth wheel roller. So this is the finishing roller. Okay, we can call it as finishing roller, that is 6 to 8 ton. And rolling shall be done until there is no further movement. Whenever the roller wheel moves means if there is any movement of the mixers means then We are going to roll it till it gets stick to the surface. Then protection of layer, since it is a open layer, okay, since it is a open graded, so since it is a open graded, we have to cover the layer, before opening to traffic. So either by constructing the next layer of payment layer or by sealing the voids. Okay, it will looks like this. Okay, I'm showing the top view of BM. So larger size aggregates will be there. So the voids will be there. Okay, you have to close these voids by providing a seal coat or by constructing the new layer. The void should be filled like this. The void should be filled with the seal coat. So the void should be filled with seal coat. Until that the traffic is not supposed to allow to move. So you should be very careful that the traffic should not move. So that is the BM shall be covered with either varying course of the next layer payment maximum of 48 hours. So within 48 hours we are going to cover the surface of the bituminous macadam. So we have to cover the surface of the bituminous macadam within 48 hours. Then if it is delayed, seal coat shall be provided before opening to traffic. So if there is any urgency or emergency in the leaving of traffic means we are going to apply seal coat. Seal coat means which will seals the voids which are present in between the coarse aggregates. So we are going to apply the seal coat. Then what are the quality control works we are going to see? That is before construction, during construction and after construction we are going to see. There is a quality control of work. That is before construction, during construction and after construction. And what are the quality control tests you are going to conduct? Quality of binder, aggregate impact value, Los Angeles abrasion value, combined flakiness and elongation index, stripping value, water absorption, grading of aggregates, bitumen content, density of compacted layer, rate of spread of mix. Okay, these are the some quality control test which we are going to adopt for the construction of bituminous macadam. That is quality of binder. That is by conducting the various tests on bitumen. Okay, quality of binder, QC of binder, by conducting the penetration test, then softening, ductility. So by conducting these tests we can easily determine the quality of binder. Then aggregate impact value, as we all know that how to conduct the experiment. So you are going to check whether the aggregate impact value is within the limits or not. Then Los Angeles abrasion value you are going to check it. Then combined flakiness and elongation, that is it should be less than 35%, you are going to check. Stripping value, water absorption, as we all know that we have conducted the specific gravity of aggregates. Okay, specific gravity. So similarly water absorption we are going to conduct. Then grading of aggregates, that is SIEVA analysis. Okay, we are going to check whether the aggregates passing 45 mm downsized, 45 mm and down and 26.5 mm and down, whether they are not, or we are going to check it. There is 45 mm downsized and 26.5 mm downsized. That is gradation of aggregates. Then bitumen content, we are going to check 3.3 to 3.4% of the bitumen is there or not for 1 kg of the mix. So you are going to select a sample of 1 kg. In that you are going to check whether 3.3 to 3.4% of the bitumen content is present or not. Then density of compacted layer, you are going to check the density of the compacted layer. Then rate of spread of mix. Okay, so the rate of spread of mix can be determined by the paver. Okay, paver, you are going to check the efficiency of the paver, that is rate of spread of mix by measuring the depth. Okay, by measuring the depth of construction. Okay, so these are the quality control tests which can be utilized in the construction of bituminous macadam layer. So remember, bituminous macadam layer, which is a open graded mix. Okay, open graded premix we can call, which will be produced in the hot bituminous mix plant, which will be produced in the hot bituminous mix plant. And what are all the materials we are going to use? That is a binder, coarse aggregates and fine aggregates. Here mineral filler is argent. That's why it is called open graded premix bituminous mix. Then what are the requirements? There is aggregates grading 1, aggregates 45 mm downsized aggregates, grading 2, 26.5 mm downsized aggregates we are going to use. Then Los Angeles abrasion value of the aggregate should be less than 40%. Aggregate impact value should be less than 30%. Then combined flakiness and elongation index should be less than 35%. And durability, that is soundness test you are going to conduct. If it is sodium sulfate, should be less than 12%. Magnesium sulfate should be less than 18%. Water absorption should be less than 2%. And you are going to check the bitumen content also. How much quantity of bitumen is present in the bituminous mixes? There is a bituminous macadam. 3.3 to 3.4% of the bitumen content should be present. Then what are the construction procedure we are going to adopt? Weather and seasonal limitations, preparation of existing surface, tag coat, premix preparation and transportation, spreading, rolling, protection of layer, quality control of work. Okay, these are the 8 steps we are going to follow. Then weather and seasonal limitations. As we all know that laying shall be suspended in presence of standing water on the surface. That is, you are going to stop laying. That is, you are going to stop the construction of bituminous layer when there is water is present on the surface. Then whenever it is raining, then also you are going to stop laying the bituminous mix. Then laying shall be suspended when base or binder course is damp. There is a whenever it is small moisture content is present in the base layer or binder layer, you are going to stop the construction. Then the surface temperature is less than 10 degree and less than 15 degree, you are going to stop laying. Then preparation of existing surface. So the existing surface should be prepared and shaped very well and compacted to the required profile. Then a prime coat shall be applied on the existing layer. So on the existing layer, you are going to apply the prime coat. Then tag coat. So I told prime coat, which is used to bind a bond non-bituminous layer with bituminous layer. Tag coat, which is used to bond two bituminous layers. Then tag coat you are going to apply. Then premix preparation and transportation. Bituminous macadam mix will be prepared in the hot bituminous mix plant and it will be taken to the site by a closed vehicle which is insulated inside. Then spreading. As soon as the mix arrives at the site, it should be spread and it should be compacted. So compaction will progress from inner edge, that is from the lower edge to the center, and the compaction will be done using 3 types of rollers: 8 to 10 ton smooth wheel roller, 8 to 10 ton vibratory roller, and 6 to 8 ton smooth wheel roller. We are going to use it. Then if you are constructing the next layer above the bituminous macadam, means you are going to construct after within 48 hours. That is within 2 days you have to construct. Otherwise, if it is opening for traffic, means you are going to allow the traffic only after application of the seal coat. If the seal coat is applied, means then only we are going to allow the traffic. Then quality control of work. That is before construction, during construction and after construction. Then quality control test. There is quality of binder, aggregate impact value, Los Angeles abrasion value, combined flakiness and elongation indices. Stripping value, we are going to determine water absorption of aggregates, grading of aggregates. Then bitumen content, how much bitumen content is present in the sample, you are going to check it, that is in the mix. then density of compacted layer, whether the layer is compacted firmly or not, we are going to check it. Then rate of spread of mix, that is checking the efficiency of the paver. Okay, so is it clear? Construction of bituminous macadam. Is it clear? Kindly respond. Is it clear? Okay, I will stop here. We will continue in the next class. Okay. So you can leave. Thank you. Have a good day.